2025. It's a meeting of the Baltimore City Board of Ethics. We'll call this meeting to order. My name is Stephen Fogelman. I'm the chair. All participants in the public session of the board meeting today acknowledge and consent to the video and audio recording of the public session and the publication of the recording on the board's website and social media accounts. Per the Open Meetings Act, the board discloses that it adjourned its virtual open meeting on August 13, 2025 to enter administrative session at approximately 3:07 p.m. All board members were present. No members were absent. Members discussed administrative matters, including complaints. Likewise, the board might need to close some or all of this meeting today to preserve the confidentiality mandated by the Ethics Code or as otherwise authorized by the State Open Meetings Act. Upon adjournment of the open session, the board may reconvene for an administrative session to discuss non-public administrative functions of the board. Good afternoon.
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 Afternoon. Hope everybody had a great summer. I'll just say ethics doesn't take a holiday, but we have a pretty light session here today in the public session. So there it is. Do we have any kind of a hard stop today? I mean, we always want to wrap up our business as efficiently as possible. I mean, I'll throw 4 o'clock out there, but I'm hoping we can be finished before then.
I like 4 o'clock.
We like 4 o'clock. We like earlier too. All right, we'll go to the minutes. And we've got June 11th here because we weren't able to take care of those last time. Anybody want to, wait a minute. Now, this says administrative of June 11th. So I don't think we'd be discussing that here unless it's just a typo. Staff, what minutes are outstanding? Because this says in the public session here, we got to do administrative session minutes of June 11th, 2025.
So we should be doing the public session for July, for June and for August.
Okay, for June and August. I had forgotten that. So let me make sure I have the August public minutes in front of me. Just give me a second to look at the June minutes. Now, were they they were in the August session, right?
Yes, it was just, yeah, it was because of our dense program that we postponed the vote on those.
Right, remember that. But yeah, I was lazy. Let me see, August public agenda. August. No. Is anybody 13th board? Oh, that's the agenda. June 11th, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have the June 11th handy. Does anybody have those? I mean, they were not in my packet for
If
today.
you loaded it your computer on downloads, just put August minutes and June. But if you don't, then I guess somebody can send it out to you.
I looked at
August
looking
6th.
at August 13th draft public minutes.
I've got that.
I don't have the June 11th minutes.
Yeah, June 11th was created on August 6th, and it was made available for us for the August meeting. So you have to go to the August packet.
Oh, okay.
The June minutes.
Didn't we approve them in August though? I thought we did.
We approved I think we approved the administrative minutes.
Why don't we do this? Why don't staff go ahead and send out the June 11th minutes by email to everybody, and we'll double back and hit that.
I have the June now in front of me, so we can.
Oh, okay. All right, let's take a minute because I have reviewed the August, but not the June. And like I said, we've got a minute or two today extra. So
I remember I wasn't present for the June, so I'll stay silent. Mhm.
All right, they're pretty succinct. I mean, this public session ended at half an hour after we started it.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, they look okay to me. The June minutes.
Yeah, our 3 board members who were present. Um, yeah, I have no questions, edits, modifications.
All right, I move to approve the June minutes.
Arnold,
Yeah, I approve. Second,
you're second. All right,
Yeah.
all in favor of the approval of the June 11, 2025 board public minutes signify by saying aye. Aye.
aye.
All right, they are approved. Thank you. Go ahead and move to the August 13 public minutes. I have reviewed these. We did have significant business. I find no edits, modifications, no questions.
I don't understand the August 13th minutes where it says review of schedules and agenda in the middle.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
then it says approval of written minutes for the administrative session.
yeah, that's a, right, that's an agenda item. Because it says in here that you had something to do at 3:45, like, or was that the month before?
That was a month before, but
Let's kill
I
that.
mean, once we get to review of schedules and agenda, that looks like a, as you say, an agenda rather than minutes, but
Well, then you can follow along because we did not approve the written minutes. Oh, we did approve the written minutes of the admin session of June 11, 2025. So, but we would have done that, I think, in the administrative session.
yeah.
So let's get rid of those 2 items. Is everybody following along here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna move friendly amendment to scratch review of schedules and agenda and approval of written minutes for administrative session of June 11, 2025 board meeting.
All right.
All right, as far as substance on the old business and new business matters, are there any questions? Yeah, they look good to me.
Yeah.
Look at me with those redactions.
Okay, I'll move to approve with redactions as discussed. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor,
Okay.
approval? Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. It's approved. And we can move on to today's agendas. We'll have a staff update at this time.
Yes, please, ladies, if you could provide the numbers.
Sure. So wrapping up fiscal year 25, we had a total of 1,207 help desk requests. 111 was received in May, because we didn't get a chance to get to those metrics. 182 were received in June. Again, our total was 1,207. That's an increase from last year, which was 935. For the ethics training, we had a total of 661 people who completed the training. 7 of those people were in May, 19 in June. For complaints, we received a total of 12 complaints last year. No complaints in May, but 1 complaint in June. For the secondary employment waivers, we did not receive any in May, but 1 in June. For gift solicitation waivers, we received a total of 13 gift solicitation waivers in fiscal year 25. We currently have 7 active waivers from fiscal year 25 with 6 waivers either expired or rescinded. And Anitra?
Yes, so for July and August, for our help desk. In July, we had 198 help desk requests. 71 were from lobbyists, 13 were from gift solicitation waivers, 1 was from ethics training, 15 was from ethics inquiries, 3 was from administrative, 0 was the boards with no jurisdiction. And for our financial disclosure, we had 95. For August, we had 51 help desk requests. 11 was from lobbyists, 2 was from gift solicitation waivers, 1 was from ethics training, 11 was from ethics inquiries, 1 was from administrative, 1 was from with that in the board's jurisdiction, and 24 dealing with financial disclosures. So for our fiscal year 26, our help desk total is at 249. For ethics trainings in July and August, we had 13 people completed. In July, 15 people completed in August, bringing that total to 28 for fiscal year 26. In July and August, altogether received 2 complaints, 1 in July, 1 in August. For fiscal year 26, we have a total of 2 complaints. For our secondary employee waivers, we have not received any in July and August, letting our total remain at 0 for fiscal year 26. While gift solicitation waivers for July, we had 3 waivers that were received. In August, we had 4. So for our fiscal year 26, our active gift solicitation waivers are 4, and 1 expired. Well, 1 was actually withdrawn from Councilwoman Porter's office. As of right now, for fiscal year 26, we have 171 registered lobbyists. On August the 27th, for financial disclosures, we sent out a final notice to all of late filers via certified mail, letting them know that we will be processing fines.
Okay. And just as a footnote to that, as a result of that, we managed to, well, one member of fire department was convincingly arguing to their HR that he should not be on the disclosure list, which they agreed on. We had actually a walk-in board member or commission member who filled in his disclosures by hand at our office. And we had, I think, at least one very incensed board member who resigned right in parallel with his refusal and of the fine notice. So I think we're getting very, very close to 100%. I think we're probably less than
3,396 filers as of right now.
Okay,
So-
and
With
Yeah.
19 left to file.
okay, all right.
That's fantastic, guys. I mean, what do they say about unemployment? You're never going to have 0% unemployment.
Yeah.
So at a certain number, they call it full employment. To me, this is full compliance. This is so substantial that I'm really impressed with the work you all have done. I'm impressed with the hundreds, many hundreds on this side, of 1,000 trainings. I mean, this is a service we do. This is how people know who we are, by providing these services and providing this compliance enforcement. So I'm very proud of the board and our staff. Thank you.
And of course, we have to thank the respective HR departments of our agencies and offices who have been very, very, very receptive and collaborative with us in both identifying and communicating with their respective laggards. So I always like to have 100% nice and round, but I take what I get in the end.
You never can, but if you change, it'll drive you crazy. But these numbers are exceptional, and I think anyone would agree. So,
thank you very much. So a couple of things. We had the last effort. We, in regard to training, there's a new training regimen out by the city where new hires are getting an orientation in person once a month, and typically between 30 and 40 new hires. I have been doing that training for ethics twice. Have a very small sliver of time, just enough to emphasize the importance of the filing the ethics statement and contacting ethics if there's ever a question. And so far it has been productive, and I'm always amazed how many people the city hires. But so that's one point. We are making progress on the new filing and management software from opengov.com that had been, in the works for 2 years now. We will not have the financial disclosure software in place by the end of this year, because they're still working on the outward bound features so that external parties can actually review filings, which is in place already in the old system, but we will have that in place in the new system next year. Right now, we're finishing the lobbyist registration complaint process, which is also integrated into the new system. Next point, open positions on the board. Congratulations again to Chairman Fogelman. You're getting confirmed tomorrow, did you say?
I'm going to meet with them tomorrow. Hold off on this.
Yeah, so again, we are still having an open position, and this is now the 19th month that we do have this position. I am communicating this to the Inspector General, who also, of course, is the executive director of the Ethics Board, and she has been very much engaged in reminding the mayor's office, whose pick it is, to please fill that position, fill that open position. So that is what I have for the public part of the meeting.
And Arnold, were you going to say something about the staff update? You got a few minutes ago. Sorry.
Yes, I would like to say something. I would like to float out a question for guidance. A number of things have occurred recently that have made me much more sensitive to how ubiquitous challenges are to people who are trying to just do their job, in terms of temptations to do something that might be inappropriate. And I think that the reminder that there is an ethics board, that there is an inspector general, to employees and to the public alike, cannot possibly hurt. And so I previously have asked, suggested something that I concur with the wisdom of my colleagues, probably was not the best way to go, but I'm wondering if there's a way we can get the statistics that are so impressive to us out to the world, so they'll know that this is a very hardworking staff and that the board takes its role seriously. And in terms of the quality of the staff, in terms of their motivation to perform, and in terms of the members attempting to make good decisions that would that encourage people to exercise good judgment in the things that they do in terms of secondary employment or whatever. So what I'm saying is, it's great when we hear our own statistics, and we have great statistics, great, what do they call them? This is a word we use when we're talking about statistics like this, whatever it is, I can't think of it right now, but it's, but bottom line is great. But it's a case of us singing to the preaching to the choir. I would like to preach to the congregation, and the congregations of the city of Baltimore, and the hardworking employees who work for the city of Baltimore and the government of the city of Baltimore. I'd like to pray to them.
Well, how about this? for now.
Okay.
I would like to preach to the deacons tomorrow when I go for my hearing. So can you run those numbers fast as again, Nishan and Anitra? How many? 660 trainings? How many in calendar year 2025? Rather than wait a month for the minutes to get that exact number, can you give that to me right now? Because I want to mention that to them tomorrow.
For
At the
financial disclosures,
financial disclosures.
we had 3,396 employees complete their financial disclosures, leaving 19 employees to
Only
file.
night. And then you
Yes,
something about over 600 training sessions. Or maybe you did, Nishan.
Could I
Hold on.
interject? And well, this is on your side. Could I interject, Anitra? Would you mind sending to the chairman whatever you're reading from? You know, you can take out just for your personal notes about calling Bobby. Don't call
yes.
Bobby. Take that off.
These are our statistics going back to May, from
Mhm.
May, June, July, and August. All of our statistics are on this form.
Could you email that to him? You think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Arnold, just that you know, we are working on publishing our annual report, which is to come out in October.
Yes, sir.
And we had a very gifted intern create the template of this year's version of it. And I'm actually typically the annual report has a lot of boilerplate in it, and I'm in the process of making this a little more up to date in its communication. And also we will have the opportunity to post this to our web presence and our social media presence. So the numbers will be out, and they also will be made available to all Baltimore City employees through the e-blast. The Inspector General just blasted their annual report, also has a couple of maybe one page or a page and a half on the ethics board. And so we're in a 1-2 rhythm there. They just went out this month. We will be out next month with all the numbers and all the successes and success stories that we've had this year.
That is extremely comforting, and I love it the way you said it. You said it so eloquently as usual. But I think that the work that's being done is active, and that every month, when we're reporting statistics to ourselves, that there should be a forum, and there is a forum called YouTube, but I don't know how many people take the time to look and see to hear the well-uttered reports from Nishan or from Anitra. But I think that if we actually could publish it somewhere, people would be reminded, don't mess around. Please make good decisions, take good actions. That's the only message I want to get out to the world, so that better to prevent it than a stitch in time save 9, you know?
Yes.
It does. And I also want them to not be daunted by the process and know that we're here to help.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's a good one too. So I'll be
Okay.
happy. I only get 5 minutes, but I'll be happy to throw that out there tomorrow. So I'm very with our staff and the executive agencies that have been really front and center on compliance and compliance enforcement. So it takes everybody.
Right.
All right. Thank you for the good news staff update. Appreciate you all. Let's move to old business such as it is.
I don't think we have old business at all this month.
All right. And in business this month in the public session.
I think that's res ipsa loquitur. So it was a relatively quiet month.
Yes.
So we don't have anything for your guidance.
The fiscal year is still very young, so don't you worry.
Indeed.
All right. That said, I'm going to go ahead and move for the adjournment of the public session at 3:06 p.m. Thank you for joining us. All right. Thank you. We're adjourned.